What's going on, everybody? Evan here with Evan's Detailing and Polishing. This weekend we got something really special here. Michael from Amglos from Poland.
Yes, Poland, Europe. If someone of you don't know where is Poland, Poland is in the middle of Europe.
Right smack dab in the middle. And we're excited. He's here to train this weekend. I've been talking about doing this video for quite a while, and I think today is finally the best day to do it. We got a good guy that likes to do it.
Show me what you got.
He also has a YouTube channel. Make sure you go and check his channel out. I'll put the link in the description down below. Make sure you give him a follow as well. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach him how to polish, and we'll do some little clips. We'll do individual videos on how to polish with him, me teaching him how to do a lot of the different stuff. But what we're also gonna do is this video is gonna be beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Maybe we'll do a midday video as well. But we'll mix all the videos together just to kind of see how he feels moving through the process, what you've learned, where you started, where you're gonna be. How do you feel you are right now in the polishing realm? Like how comfortable are you with polishing?
How comfortable? I think I can something by polishing. I think I can polish, but you are the greatest polisher in the world, and I want to teach how to polish right way. I want to teach everything in Poland, what I can learn here in your workshop. I hope I can see some tips and tricks from you, what I can show you later in Europe. We will see, because there are a lot of difference what you polish here in USA and what we do in Europe, and I hope I can learn a lot from you.
So we spoke a lot about this earlier in my office, was that their products over there are quite a bit different, and what they have access to is quite a bit different there than that we have here. What I can say is that I've been following his Instagram page for quite a while. He's underrating himself. He's a really talented polisher. What he's looking to do is just make his life easier, faster, and better. As I've said in a few videos before, there's one thing I haven't been able to purchase, and that's time. Time is our most valuable resource. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and teach him how to be faster and more effective, and I hope that comes through in these videos, and we'll see how he feels at lunch today.
Yes, exactly. I am looking still my way to polish right way. I am still looking this process. I am still learning. I am still looking for new products, new techniques. I want to learn. I want to learn from you.
Here we go. Stay tuned. We're gonna get it. So we hit the end of day one with Michael, of course, from Poland.
The day one is ended. I have learned many things. I show you when I come back to Poland. I show you everything. Jak wrócę do Polski, pokażę wam różne rzeczy, nakręcę nowe filmiki o tym, co się tutaj nauczyłem. Polerowanie aluminium zbiornika, techniki Ewana, polerowanie, szlifowanie stali nierdzewnej. Wszystko wam pokażę.
I'll tell you, today was crazy. He's probably one of the quickest learners I've ever come across. It helps that he's got a lot of background. But today we worked on an aluminum tank. He polished it, sanded it and polished it. Learned some new techniques there, I believe.
Yes.
We sanded and polished stainless steel air cleaner. We also did a drive wheel today. And I could tell he was really uncomfortable with the drive wheel. Wheels are something you guys don't do a whole lot of.
Yes, the wheels are difficult. You have here some tool to put the wheels on tool. We don't have this in Europe. I need to check how can I organize this tool to sell to show you in Europe how it works. It will helps to polish wheels faster and better than before when wheel leg on the ground.
Talking about our wheel jig, the Shining Go wheel jig that we carry. It just lifts the wheel off the ground, makes it a lot easier to polish, lets us rotate it so we can keep that pressure even like we always talk about. But tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be pulling my cab over back into the shop here. It's in the shop, we leave it in here all winter. But I need to get it polished up so it looks good all winter. Everybody comes in and sees the truck all winter long, and we got to make sure that thing's on point. So tomorrow, he's going to be rubbing on my cab over, and it'd be interesting to see how he does with the wheel on an actual truck. But I'm really looking forward to it. He caught on really quick. We even got to play around with their hand polish. We'll give a shout out to their Luhmi. They have two different blends, one that's a little more aggressive and one's really less aggressive. And I can say it officially blew my mind. I've never seen a hand polish work like this before in my life. I mean,
Polish rules.
You guys all watch me, you guys all see that I blend stuff up all the time. The water ring in between the front lip and the back wall on a drive wheel. You guys know I don't cut that because I find that it wastes a lot of buff and it makes it really inconvenient to get in and out of there. I literally hand polished that area, and you cannot see the difference between where we cut and where we hand polished. Look forward to hopefully showing you guys some more of those videos later. I did shoot a quick video mid-process today. He hand polished over 600 grit. If you don't believe it, you're gonna have to stay tuned for me to edit that video because it is unbelievable. It blew me away, and I'm excited to show that video. Hopefully we can get some more footage with it tomorrow and kind of show you the differences in what the two different products are and get these guys some promo as well. So stay tuned for that because I got no words for it. I've used 40, 50, maybe 100 different hand polishes, and this stuff performed like nothing I'd ever seen before. So I don't know what kind of magic he's got in that bottle, but
If I tell you, I need to kill you.
I know. He's gonna kill me. But I thank you guys for stopping by. Stay tuned for tomorrow morning. We'll see how much this guy retained, and we'll do another one tomorrow afternoon and see what more he learns tomorrow.
Yes. Stay tuned, zostańcie z nami, Luhmi w Ameryce.
See you tomorrow. All right, day 2 of Polish polishing, I guess.
Polish polishing.
Michael's back from Poland still. Day number 2, we're gonna do 3 days total. Today, I'm gonna make him polish on my cab over. So today should be a little more interesting. We'll add some video B-roll in there of him actually doing some polishing on the truck. We're gonna play around more with his Amglos, the Luhmi metal polish. But I do gotta ask, what was the most aha moment thing you learned yesterday?
Aha moment yesterday. This is good question. Aha moment yesterday. I don't know. everything was so interesting. Every single moment when I look at you, how you work, was so interesting. I need to practice more when I come back to home. When I need to check my own. I need to try myself everything what I heard from you, and then I need to find my way, because as you know,
Yeah.
polishing, every polisher has own process. Every polisher
That's
has
right.
own style, and I need to check how your tips and tricks can help me to find my way to my bling bling.
That's great. That's exactly right. I noticed yesterday when I was making you go faster and faster and faster,
Yes.
you kind of were thrown off by how fast you could cut. Was that a big thing for you?
Yes, it was a very big thing, because time is very important in our business,
Yeah.
our job, and I thought before I need to, especially first step, I need to be slow, and I need to move slow my polish machine to avoid many scratches, many hash marks. And now I know you showed me, and I tried yesterday. I will try to move faster, and I can do more polishing job in the period, and it helps me to do it faster by customer, and it is really very important thing in our business. Time
Time is money.
Time is money.
We all know that 100%. For those of you that are polishing out there that have been watching my videos, you know that we preach speed, and speed's a big thing for us. The more you can get done in a day, the better you can make. If you're doing just one truck a day, that limits you to one customer per day. If you can get 2 to 3 trucks done a day, you're expanding your horizon, you're expanding your customer base, and that's the biggest name of the game for me here. We try to get 2 to 3 to sometimes 4 trucks a day done. We want to have as many customers as possible, so we keep those residuals coming in, versus getting rich off of one person at a time. That's one big thing for us here. But I'm looking forward to today. You grew a lot yesterday. I watched you grow from the morning till the afternoon. By the afternoon, you were really comfortable with the 6,000 RPM grinder. I even got you to switch hand positions for a minute.
Yes, it was really difficult, because I hold grinder with my left hand, and I hold grinder and I move with right hand. You showed me how to hold grinder other way. I need to practice. I need to practice myself and then polish longer to feel more comfortable with this type of polishing, because this helps, especially by wheels.
Yep.
Right side of wheel and the left side of wheel. This I need to practice more.
And you're not alone in that. I do watch a lot of polishers on Facebook and Instagram, and of course YouTube, and a lot of people hold it that way. They'll hold their left hand on the trigger and the right hand on the head of the grinder. As you guys know, I hold it completely different. I try to train everybody when they come through my shop to hold it different, because we're creating a lever. We're creating a little more pressure. We can keep more consistent pressure, and you don't tire yourself out as bad. When you're holding that head, you're using your body weight and your shoulder, and you're creating a lot of pressure that way. And it seems like a lot of people get tired and fatigued and can't make it the full day. Holding it the way I hold it, you can prop your body up better. You can use your legs as fulcrums, create better levers, that kind of stuff. Helps create longevity and less wear and tear on your body. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing you do it again today. But stay tuned. Watch some of these videos of this guy polishing on that thing. Gonna be So we finished day 3. I'm just kidding. We never made it to day 3. This guy is good. He officially put in 2 full days. We went through everything in the training process. He breezed through everything in 2 days. He tricked me into believing that he didn't really know what he was doing, but turns out he knew a lot more than he'd actually put me off to believe. But in exiting, I would like to ask you just a few questions about our training program, just kind of get a testimonial, if you will, on what you felt during the 2 days of training. We talked about this a little bit in a previous video when we were talking about your products, that you felt 3 days was minimum for properly learning if you had not had any experience. We have caught some flack over the years from a few polishers that spending a full day on a tank felt like a waste for some of these people, but now I see some of those people are doing really well, and I feel like maybe some of that may be attributed to that. How did you feel day 1, everything you learned in day 1? Did it feel cramped? Did you feel like we really crammed a lot into the first day?
I feel now that was good time because as a little bit experienced polisher, I have my own technique, and I have my own process. But I came to you because I want to learn something new, and this is very difficult for polisher or for people with no experience, but they think they have experience. This is big difference. The most important is to hear what you say, what you want to say us, because this is most important to change our process. If we want to learn something, we need to hear you. We need to change something in our process. Only this can help us.
Yeah.
And that's what's difficult for me, and that's why I said minimum is 3 days, because first few hours I do the same process as I do, and I didn't explain your tips and tricks, and first after few hours I started to change my technique, and only this can help for us. That's why I said 1 day for tanks, second day for wheels, and third day stainless or diamond plates.
Yeah, I feel like our training program, I try not to train people. I shouldn't say train people. I try not to change people. I try to help lead them in a better direction. As we all know, the way I do it isn't the perfect way to do it. It's just the way I've been doing it for 20 years. My process has grown over those 20 years, and I feel that I try to train people. I try to teach them better technique, better posture, a better way to, whether it's hold the grinder or adjust your angles, that kind of stuff, to try and make your angles better. And then the rest is up to you.
Yes, because in your training course, the most important for us, for customers, for the people who want to polish, is to hear you and to hear the moments when you say we make mistakes. You can do it better. Look, hold the grinder this angle, or try to from the bottom to the up. This is most important, because we can try at home ourselves, but it won't help. We need to hear. We need to explain your tips and tricks, and to hear and explain. This is most important. And we should check the moments when you say, no, do it better. Try this way. This helps us.
So in the 3 days, what we usually do is I teach you as much as I possibly can, and then from there you go home and it's just repetition. It's building your own process and applying the things that I've taught you. And I feel like even after 2 days, yesterday watching you do that, we sanded and polished a wheel that was covered in concrete. Watching you do that, you already were applying a lot of the techniques that I taught you in day 1. Spending the time on that fuel tank on day 1 definitely made explaining things to you on day 2 that much easier, because you had a really good concept of what I was talking about and was a lot easier for you to apply, is what my perception was from my side.
So at day 1, I have learned about speed on the tanks.
Yep.
I need to try at home. At day 2, I have learned that I need to change angles and sides of wheels. Before previous, I do only one side wheel and whole wheel, just to hold grinder on the one side.
Yeah.
You have shown me how to do it from the other side, from the
Yep.
left side. I will try to do it at home. This was very good for me, because previous I didn't do it.
And we're gonna remake that video in a later date. What he's talking about is our technique on polishing a drive wheel. We switch sides. We polish a little bit on the right side, a little bit on the left side. And I'm going to remake that video. The video that I did was 5 years ago. I didn't really explain a whole lot in that video. I just kind of did it and let the camera roll and watch while I did it. But since we changed it up, I definitely need to remake that video, make it a little more easier to understand. But he got to see it firsthand. Changing hand positions and changing angles on the wheel cuts down a lot of your time, and jacking it up and spinning it makes a big difference as well. We all know a lot of polishers polish with it on the ground, but showing him that pressure makes a big difference in the quality of shine means that jacking it up and spinning it's one of the better options to do it. They kind of avoided wheels for a while because of the European style has the bigger lip. It's a little more difficult. I'm confident in saying, now that you know to change your angles up and find a better way to polish those angles, you'll cut down your time on wheels a lot more, having better angles to polish at.
Yes, I will try to do it a little bit faster at home with changing the sides and angles. I can say in the second day, day 2, we polish it, we sanded wheel and stainless steel.
Yep.
On your technique, you change rotary and DA. I use only rotary, and only for the finish steps, for the finish grids, I use DA. Now I will try to change them to avoid pigtails, to avoid scratches from the edge from the rotary.
The half moons, the hooks. The hooks we talked about in a previous video. Yeah. So I'll be interested to see some of the YouTube videos that you put out on your channel, having left here. I got a feeling that you're going to continue to put out great content. I got a feeling that I'm going to see some of our techniques transferred into what you do and applied your own different pattern, your own way that you do it. It'll be interesting to watch you leave from here and take it home with you to see where it goes from here. So let me just ask, final question is, what did you think overall of the training?
Overall the training, it helps me a lot, because I feel I have a little experience, as I told.
Yep.
But
More than a little.
I want to learn. I want to learn from other people, from other polishers. In Europe, we don't have many people that polish aluminum trucks, tanks, and that's why we are here in USA. We want to show our technique. We want to learn new tips and tricks from more experienced polisher in America, and it helps me a lot. The training here in Chilton, because I think I can change a little bit in my process. I will try to change things that previous I didn't thought they are. They can wield difference in polishing. I will try now change little things, but the little things can help me to achieve bigger, better results. So
little changes can make a big difference in your quality of your finish. Sometimes a little change of an angle can make a huge difference. It doesn't have to be instantaneous. Sometimes it takes a little time for you to get your process just perfect, and that's just how it is.
Yes, I saw many videos in YouTube in other polishers, but to see video is not enough. You need to sit with polisher. You need to hear. You need to work together. Only this way you can change your technique. You can learn something, and the most important is you can ask, because on video you can ask polisher, why did you do it? Why? Tell me why. And only on the training, on the work together, you can ask
During the process.
100 times a day, and that's help. And that's why training courses are very good.
I will say that it does help having you here trying to explain questions, simply because sometimes just putting the question on YouTube, the question doesn't get delivered properly. Seeing you ask me the question made a lot more sense to me, being able to decipher what exactly you were looking for. Sometimes people ask me a question and I give them an answer, and then they come back and re-ask me the question because they feel like it wasn't the right answer. And when I go back and read through it, a lot of times I'm actually answering their question. I'm just not answering their hidden question. Sometimes they're asking the wrong question, and I'm giving them the right answer to their question, but it's the wrong answer to what they're trying to ask. So having you here was able to, when you asked a question, we could kind of have a little back and forth trying to figure out exactly what the question was versus just a general question.
Yes, and that's why that was reason why we are here. We can ask.
It was awesome having him here. As we stated in a previous video, I got to learn something as well. I learned about some hand polishes that I had no idea even existed or that was even possible. So it was cool getting to learn a little from you as well. I appreciate you coming by and doing a 2 to 3 day course. I look forward to seeing what you guys think of the rest of the United States. They're doing a world tour. I shouldn't call it a world tour. It's a USA tour. But they're going to stop in Vegas for a little bit. They're going to make a trip to California to what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, boys. Remember that. But then they're going to stop in California as well. And they're going to tour a couple other places over there. I gave them some other polishers to stop by as well and say hi to those guys. Gave them a few places that they need to stop. But we're going to get out of here today and going to take these guys to go get some Wisconsin souvenirs. So looking forward to that. Spending some time with these guys for the day and just messing around. So appreciate you guys stopping by all the way from Poland. Check out their business, Luhmi. It's Luhmi.
Yes.
And Lucas is sitting over here. He didn't want to be on camera. And Michael's over here.
Because this is face from Luhmi.
This is the face of Luhmi. I'm sorry, guys. This is what you're going to have to deal with. But Lucas is trying to talk them out of it. But I think they'll do all right. They're going to do just fine. So check those guys out. I'm going to put a link for them down below in the comment section. If you want to come check out our 3-day course or a 2-day course or even a single-day course, hit me up. My phone number is everywhere. Get on our schedule. Of course, like we said before, wintertime is the best time for us because we can make it a lot more personal. With the shop being a little slower, it can be a lot more one-on-one. Spring, summer, and fall, you physically have to polish with us. And then at the end of the day, we do all of our training. So if you want to check those out, GoShannon.com is the place to check out what our costs are for the training program. And that's pretty much all I got for you.
Thank you.
Say goodbye in Polish.
Do widzenia, do zobaczenia. Blik blink.
I have no idea what they're ever saying, but it sounds good. See you guys later. Appreciate you stopping by. Click that subscribe on both of our pages.
Yep.
Peace.